Inspiring motivational quotes on priorities. Think about this while you reflect on your day. Our great business is not to see what lies dimly at a distance, but to do what lies clearly at hand. Thomas Carlyle. What may be done at any time will be done at no time. Anonymous. True wisdom is to know what is best worth knowing, and to do what is best worth doing. Edward Humphrey. Besides the noble art of getting things done, there is the noble art of leaving things undone. The wisdom of life consists in the elimination of non-essentials. Lin Yutang. Pick battles big enough to matter, small enough to win. Jonathan Causel. It is not enough to be busy, so are the ants. The question is, what are we busy about? Henry David Thoreau. To comprehend a man's life, it is necessary to know not merely what he does, but also what he purposely leaves undone. There is a limit to the work that can be got out of a human body or a human brain, and he is a wise man who wastes no energy on pursuits for which he is not fitted, and he is still wiser who, from among the things he can do well, chooses and resolutely follows the best. William Gladstone. Decide what your priorities are and how much time you'll spend on them. If you don't, someone else will. Harvey Mackay. The most important work you and I will ever do will be within the walls of our own homes. Harold B. Ali. No matter what you've done for yourself or for humanity, if you can't look back on having given love and attention to your own family, what have you really accomplished? Lee Iacocca. Go to your checkbook and see what you spend money on. In an instant, you will know what is important to you because your money goes toward it. Larry Winget. Be master of your petty annoyances and conserve your energies for the big, worthwhile things. It isn't the mountain ahead that wears you out, it's the grain of sand in your shoe. Robert Service. When you achieve complete congruence between your values and your goals, like a hand and a glove, you feel strong, happy, healthy, and fully integrated as a person. You develop a kind of courage that makes you completely unafraid to make decisions and take action. Your whole life improves when you begin living your life by the values that you most admire. Brian Tracy. Don't waste your breath proclaiming what's really important to you. How you spend your time says it all. Eric Zorn. If you continually ask yourself, what's important now, you won't waste time on the trivial. Lou Holtz. Keep in mind that you are always saying no to something. If it isn't to the apparent, urgent things in your life, it is probably to the most fundamental, highly important things. Even when the urgent is good, the good can keep you from your best, keep you from your unique contribution if you let it. Stephen Covey. Things that are given to us for nothing we place little value on. Things that we pay money for, we value. The paradox is that exactly the reverse is true. Everything that's really worthwhile in life came to us free. Our minds, our souls, our bodies, our hopes, our dreams, our ambitions, our intelligence, our love of family and children and friends and country, all these priceless possessions are free. But the things that cost us money are actually very cheap and can be replaced at any time. A good man can be completely wiped out and make another fortune. He can do that several times. Even if a home burns down, we can rebuild it. but the things we got for nothing can never be replaced. Earl Nightingale. It's incredibly easy to get caught up in an activity trap, in the busyness of life, to work harder and harder at climbing the ladder of success only to discover it's leaning against the wrong wall. It is possible to be busy, very busy, without being very effective. Stephen Covey. It's not so much how busy you are, but why you are busy. The bee is praised. The mosquito is swatted. Mary O'Connor. The chief cause of failure and unhappiness is trading what you want most for what you want now. Zig Ziglar. You can get control of your tasks and activities only to the degree that you stop doing some things and start spending more time on the few activities that can really make a difference in your life. Brian Tracy. Things which matter most must never be at the mercy of things which matter least. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. Your ability to select your most important task at each moment, and then to get started on that task and to get it done both quickly and well, will probably have more of an impact on your success than any other quality or skill you can develop. Brian Tracy. Doing less meaningless work, so that you can focus on things of greater personal importance, is not laziness. This is hard for most people to accept, because our America culture tends to reward personal sacrifice instead of personal productivity. Timothy Ferriss. Being busy is most often used as a guise for avoiding the few critically important but uncomfortable actions. Timothy Ferriss. Remember that you have only one soul, that you have only one death to die, that you have only one life. If you do this, there will be many things about which you care nothing. Saint Teresa. Often people attempt to live their lives backwards. They try to have more things, or more money, in order to do more of what they want, so they will be happier. The way it actually works is the reverse. You must first be who you really are, then do what you need to do, in order to have what you want. Margaret Young. Not that I would not, if I could, be both handsome and fat and well-dressed and a great athlete, and make $1 million a year, be a wit, a bon vivant, and a lady killer, as well as a philosopher, a philanthropist, statesman, warrior, and African explorer, as well as a poet and saint. But the thing is simply impossible. The millionaire's work would run counter to the saints, the bon vivant and the philanthropist would trip each other up, and the philosopher and the lady killer could not well keep house in the same tenement of clay. So the seeker of his truest, strongest, deepest self must review the list carefully, and pick out the one on which to stake his salvation. William James. In all my years of private practice, I've never heard one of my young clients, the children, mention quality time. All a child knows is that he wants your time and your attention, whether it's to watch him do somersaults and cartwheels, or to take him for a Big Mac. In trying to find time for your children, don't worry too much about how much quality is in it. Give them all the time you can, and the quality will take care of itself. Kevin Lehman. The way I approach the problem of multiple priorities is by focusing on just one main metric, my energy. I make choices that maximize my personal energy because that makes it easier to manage all of the other priorities. Scott Adams. Life is like a giant smorgasbord of more delicious alternatives than you can ever hope to taste. So you have to reject having some things you want in order to get other things you want more. Some people fail at this point, afraid to reject a good alternative for fear that the loss will deprive them of some essential ingredient to their personal happiness.